Okay, so one of the biggest problems I encounter with teaching guitar is in the beginning with people trying to get the proper grip on the chords or way to leverage their fingers to be able to push down. So I'm going to try to show some helpful tips hopefully today if you're having any trouble in that area. I'm going to use the chords G, which you may play like this with just one first string here, sixth string here on the third fret, and first finger on second fret of string 5. Some people put two notes at the top of the chord, in other words on the first and second strings, pinky on fret 3 of string 1, third finger on fret 3 of string 2, the other two fingers the same. Some people play it like that. I play it both ways, depends on the situation, and some people, and myself included, I also play it this way depending on what's happening. Third finger on fret 3 of string 6, pinky on fret 3 of string 1, and second finger of fret 2, string 5. Doesn't matter which way you play it, just find the way that works for you now and work with that. I'm going to use this way, and then we're going to go to a D. Okay, we're just going to go back and forth from G to D. Download these chords off my website page if you don't have them. Okay, now, if you're having any trouble with these chords, the first step is to memorize where you need to put your fingers. Notice with the G, watch my wrist and my arm, my elbow. There's the G. When I switch to D, my wrist turns a little bit. Back to G. My elbow doesn't move very much, but that's... And notice like that the meat of my hand is gripping on the back of the neck. Some people will play like this, and that's also useful in the beginning to learn. That's what they'll teach you in the classical approaches with your thumb back like this. What that does though is it forces you to bend your wrists like this, which kind of restricts the movement of the tendons going through your wrists, so you actually don't have as much strength. Which is why with chords such as these, the open position chords like G's, D's, C's, etc., you see a lot of people with their thumb over the top of the neck. Depends on how big your hands are. So the other exception I was going to mention was if the other G chords that I spoke about are a little beyond, if you're really at the very beginning stages, you can just play a G simply by pushing on the third fret of string 1 and strumming the first 4 strings. Remember, string 1 is the skinniest one. Okay, so keep it simple. Work on the chords, memorize the chords, practice them, and don't get too complicated with too much information. And good luck.